I mean, I think that you'll realize that it's so much more than a workout. It's a community that keeps you there, and that I would encourage people to try something different. So my name's Kelly, I'm 29 years old. I'm the director of the Wissahickon Valley Boys and Girls Club, and I've been doing CrossFit for a year and a half. So I've always lived and grew up in Ambler. Growing up, I played field hockey and lacrosse, kind of got into that because my older sister, Chrissy, played those things. And then in college, I went and played field hockey at York College of Pennsylvania for 4 years. I was never the superstar athlete, so I always had to kind of push myself to keep my spot on the team every year, but that just kind of was always my mentality, was that I'm just gonna work hard, get my spot, and just contribute to the team. And then after I graduated, I kind of fell into a rut where I didn't know my place, what to do athletically or working out. So naturally, I just kind of started taking up long distance running. So I did that with my sister. We did probably 6 or 7 halves together, and then ran one full marathon together. And that was just always kind of my fallback as far as working out. Was I would just go to the gym, run for a really long time, maybe do some ab exercises, and that was just my routine. And I didn't know how to vary things, and I didn't know how to cross train properly, so that just was my go-to always.
So you were a runner?
Yeah.
And that was pretty much because you didn't really know what else to do?
Exactly.
Did you feel like it was giving you what you wanted?
At times, I liked being able to, put on my headphones and kind of go for a little bit and de-stress and not think about work or think about any kind of stress. But when I would run my races, I would be able to tell that not cross training and varying my routine was just taking a toll, because I was just straight running all the time. So, I dealt with some knee pain and things like that, and I just didn't really know how to rest and treat my body so that way when I was running it felt good all the time. So I think for our family, CrossFit kind of found us the same time that we found it. So my husband had always talked about joining a box, and was looking online the one night and found Kanna's Facebook page and was really excited that they were opening up right in our hometown. And I was like, oh, well, good for you. You found a gym that you want to go to. And then the very next day, I had an email from Chris saying that he was looking for a nonprofit to partner with for the grand opening. And I remember taking a screenshot of it and texting it to my husband, Matt, and being like, this seems like a weird coincidence or some sort of fate. So, we got involved. Myself, I thought it was just gonna be a business thing, I'm just gonna do my stuff for the club. But then Matt started talking about the community and how many families were there. And it started to sound like something that I also wanted to be a part of. So I think maybe a week or two after his convincing, I joined as well and started at Kanna.
There was something specific about when he came to the Manion Wad and then showed you a picture, or you saw a picture?
Yes. So he was showing me pictures of the other women lifting, and they had barbells and plates on their backs, and I was like, well, that's not. I was like, oh, I don't think I can do that. And then he showed me a picture of Sarah was pushing the double stroller with her kids in it. And I was like, well, that's really cool. I was like, I can do that. So that kind of got me thinking there's other moms doing this, they're there with their kids. So then that was what kind of clicked for me, that, I could do it, and that it was something that would be good for our family and then also good for me too. Prior to CrossFit, I really thought that it was a really intense workout program, and that, like I said, there was heavy weights, barbells all the time, and I thought it was great for other people, but for myself, doing a couple push-ups has always been, a struggle. I was like, that's not something that I can do or that I'll ever be good at. So it really took a lot of, when my husband Matt was like, they can scale things and things don't have to be, intense like you think that they are. That was what kind of changed my mind. And then once I started coming to class and I could see that things were going to be scaled to my level, especially because I was just a couple months postpartum at that point, that's when I started to understand that it's for everyone and that you can scale appropriately during the workouts. It's very family-like here, and I love that it's right in the community that I live in, and that I'm meeting people that, that I didn't know who lived right down the street from me, and it keeps you accountable, like coming to class, you're working out with people that you see, at the co-op or, at restaurants in town. So it's very family-like. I mean, I think that you'll realize that it's so much more than a workout. It's a community that keeps you there, and that I would encourage people to try something different and give CrossFit a try.